3v3 Argus Desert Gate. Blue team, God of all names as an Orc Mekboy, teleporting range commander, does some pretty nice damage. Can also support and put down turrets. Not the toughest little Orc though. Sizwe Bansi as a Lord General, fights range, has a retinue to help him out, which you can add to throughout the game. Lots of defense and support. Bandit plays an Eldar Warlock. Where has he gone? There he is. Offensive, melee, pretty mobile, and can disrupt really well later on with spells. Red team, we've got Bigamo as a force commander, offensive, melee, pretty versatile, can buff his marines too. Edtjuh is a chaos sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, fights melee by default, lots of annoying spells to deal with. And Dirkradix rounds out red team as a Hive Tyrant, smashing walls to bits, cannot be suppressed, walks through cover as you can see here, very tough, can support as well, starts with a basic synapse. Guardsman helping out on this west side with a multi-last turret, lots of resources up this side, a pretty good lane for the Hive Tyrant since it can dominate it with its charge in tier 1. And a war banner going up, nice structure which stuns units, used to actually stun vehicles as well, not sure if it still does that, don't see it around that much anymore. East side we have loyalist marines, some scouts and the force commander against double guardians and a warlock. Warlock goes after the tactical marines, trying to get a loss and tying them up while the guardians shoot up the scouts. It's all about getting as much losses as you can in these early engagements, inflicting as much economic damage as you can. So tactical marines are trying to shoot up guardians, scouts trying to put pressure on the warlock, and they're forcing melee on his guardians and might force them up. But look at that, a destructor takes out a tactical marine. That's 83 requisition just to reinforce that one marine. Guardians take the building. No garrison counters this early in the game, so they can't really be touched. Warlock might escape the force commander by taking the building as well, and does. Center is completely red. Edtjuh taking it with his chaos forces. Now the chaos sorcerer comes to the west side to reinforce. Looks like Dirkradix has pretty much been doubled here. Mekboy so small, look at him, blends in with those shooter boys. Here comes double termagants from Dirkradix. She has also got the Spore Mine squad out. Doom bolts didn't really hit anything. Termagants force off shooters though. Sluggers get crippled and are forced off. Sorcerer teleporting in and doing a nice special attack on his guardsman. Vestments off the warp. His bolt pistol taking out a shooter boy there, and a multi-last turret is down, supported by this war banner. Might be difficult to deal with early on. Here are the spore mines, floating grenades pretty much, that also suppress when they detonate. Very bad news for these guardsmen who are trying to shoot up the chaos sorcerer with las guns, but here come the spore mines. Don't think he's noticed them. Boom, they go off. I think 3 detonations and it will wipe the squad. There is another one more, and this is a dead squad, and retreats them just in time, and saved by the warbanner stunning these Hormagaunts. And here comes the Mekboy with a death gun to suppress him. Might be forced off. Bigamo pushing now with some assault marines on the field. Jump infantry that disrupts. Shuriken cannon for Bandit, not going for Banshees up against marines. And a grenade going in front of scouts. Nicely done on that platform. Warlock getting quite low, has a merciless switchblade. Generally the best choice versus marines. Immolator better suited to the low health, high model factions. And Bigamo has taken back this victory point, that platform just getting away. Blue team retake their natural in the north, red have a natural in the south. And this war banner still stands, Mekboy supporting it also with the death gun. Looks like the turret has either gone down or has been destroyed or scuttled. We have the heavy weapon squad. As you can see, the bug in 3.19. The other members are not given las guns. Still functions as a suppression team, but it's a pretty annoying bug nevertheless. Here comes Edtjuh and Dirkradix. Not sure where the Hive Tyrant is, healing up at base. Chaos Sorcerer instantly countering that heavy weapon squad, has the Sword of Flame now, so it's going to be pretty powerful in tier 1. Now goes after the Mekboy, special attack knocks him back. Here comes some heretics. and they have their aspiring champions, so they are going to be dangerous in tier 1. Here comes some spore mines too. There's a Doom Blast, don't think it hit anything, maybe the Mekboy. And aspiring champion Heretics force him off, and is he going to retreat? Yes. Spore mines chasing, getting detonations among these retreating units. They do full damage to retreating units, I think, or very close to it at least. Sorcerer can't finish off those shooter boys, but can now hit this power. Now blue starting to retake middle. Look at this, triple gens on this central power point. Huge engagement on the east, another very nice grenade from Bigamo. Here comes some guardsmen to reinforce. Scouts taking a lot of damage. Bigamo has 2 squads of them, and they both have a sergeant. Nicely dodged that plasma grenade, very nicely done. Microing his units to scatter, not just all run in one direction. But he is forced off in the end. Force Commander still here. He's going to get some losses on his guardsmen too. You see he's not using Battle Cry because he wants to take out models and not disrupt the unit. Now uses it though. You see the Merciless Switchblade draining his energy, perhaps wanting to use it and before he couldn't use it so he could disrupt this Warlock, but is forced off. Did delay the cap nicely though by himself. Reds have pushed blue back on this lane a lot. 341, sorry, 480, and everyone is in tier 2 or going. Sizwe Bansi already has Ogrins on the way. GODOFALLNAMES has a war truck on the way. Red team have this west central power. The central power is blue, and both teams have full. Nope, blue have only 2 generators here on a natural and 2 generators here behind energy shields. Warlock retakes the east side. Both of his guardians have that battle equipment. Chaos Sorcerer runs. Blue team might be able to decap Red's natural here. Expect zone throats from Dirkradix. Yes, the first one is already out. Very, very bad news for Orks, Eldar and Imperial Guard pretty much. Low health, high model squads really suffer against artillery, sorry. Here comes the double scouts. Loyalist Marines. No sign of sergeants. Yes, we have a sergeant for the assault squad. Bit of a standoff though. Sluggers retaking this western power. 296, 459. Ogrins on the field, making their way to the west. Powerful tier 2 melee unit. Very tough and a lot quicker than you think by looking at them. Have their boned leader. Avoiding Edtjuh though so far. Lord General needs some help. Has the sergeant retinue member, you can see, but he goes down. Lord General now has no retinue left. And here come the Ogrins. Need some support. Chaos Space Marines have their return to war, but they don't have a mark yet. But his aspiring champion Heretics are still very dangerous. Here comes some Orc support with a war truck, and Ogrins forced them off with the little help. So powerful, didn't even lose a model. And here comes that Zone Throat. Dirkradix lost her Hormigaunt Brood. Zone Throat is an artillery unit, doesn't need to set up, and fires quite quickly for an artillery unit. Doesn't quite do as much damage per shot as some of the other artillery units though. Also gives a health regen synapse to nearby units. You can see the green hexagons on some of those termagants there. Double Zone Throats for Dirkradix. She will probably go tier 3 now. Edtjuh has a Chaos Dreadnought on the way, looking quite thin with Heretics and Chaos Space Marines 296, 371. Red team retaking east side thanks to Bigamo, not pushing this power though. Has idle units. Falcon on the field for Bandit. Very nice support vehicle for Eldar. Transport and reinforcement, but puts out a bit more damage than the other transport vehicles. Also do some respectable anti-vehicle damage too. Needs to be careful though with a melter bomb and a missile launcher, which is not forthcoming, but we do have a teleporter pack and Power Fist Force Commander, so that Falcon is in a lot of trouble. Assault Marines jumping in. Where is the metal bomb? They are going over to throw it, and there it is. Bandit has not recognized the threat, and this is a dead Falcon now. One more hit from the Power Fist and it will go down. Bang. Did not recognize the threat quickly enough. Grenades flying in. Nicely done again. Here comes some Orcs to support though. Double sluggers with Nob leaders. That's no joke. And Marines run like hell. Map looking slightly more blue. Hive Tyrant has extended carapace and reddened talons, as you'd expect up against Imperial Guard and Orks. Tier 3 for Bandits and God of All Names. Blue team looking pretty good here. Guardians taking the east side with a Warlock leader on them. Ouch. Chaos Space Marines, sorry, Heretics took a lot of damage there. Chaos Space Marines got away largely unscathed. Edtjuh now has a Horned Dreadnought with Blood Rage chasing this war truck. Good thing it could go through that wall. Look at the speed this thing has when Blood Rage is on. Mark of Khorne turns it into a beastly melee walker with 2 close combat claws. God of All Names doing well to micro away though. Just waiting for Blood Rage to wear off, in which case Edtjuh will regain control, and now he has it. Mark of Khorne Dreadnoughts work very well with the Chaos Sorcerer, since he can teleport them away if they get into trouble, which they often do. Might see the Mekboy go for his beamy death gun. They definitely need a vehicle counter. He's getting a Nob Squad though, which is pretty much anti everything. Going after these poor little guardsmen and kills one immediately. Ogrins backing away from Heretics and that Dreadnought. Here comes Venom Brood from Dirkradix. So did not go straight to tier 3. This is an anti-vehicle unit and they have their range synapse upgrade. Ouch. Special attack helps finish off that Mekboy. This Dreadnought is so scary for blue team right now. Ogrins will be able to get and do some pretty nice damage with their melee heavy, but if it activates Blood Rage they are going to start losing members. Edtjuh now working on this power node. East side meanwhile is turning red. Bigamo hitting power too. Shuriken Cannon will be countered by the Assault Marines and just retreats since it has no backup at all. I think no Banshees for Bandit is hurting him. Is now getting Fire Prism. Heavy turret goes down immediately. Look at this, Mark of Khorne Dreadnought takes out the Bonehead leader, and look at the splash damage to those Ogrins. They get a heal from the Sergeant. Here is a Nob Squad though. Nob Squad with hammers and Ogrins should be enough to take out that Dreadnought. And it gets teleported away by the Chaos Sorcerer. Mekboy died again, or is just still dead, not sure which. Dirkradix's Hive Tyrant is level 3 now, in melee with the Nob Squad. Doesn't want to be there without Seismic Roar, but is staying in there, now retreats, and might go down in retreat. There's a creeping barrage. Global ability of the Lord General. Everything pretty much escapes unscathed. We have Mark of Siege, Chaos Space Marines, Blood Raid again activated on this Dreadnought, going after the Ogrins. They will be supported by that war truck though, would allow them to reinforce, and this is a dead Dreadnought unless the Chaos Sorcerer can teleport it away again, and I don't think it'll be off cooldown that quickly. Leaving Russ also taking shots, and Dreadnought goes down 228309. Nob Squad, Ogrins which are nearly leveled, Lehman Russ, Fire Prism. Blue team looking okay. Edtjuh now goes tier 3, Bigamo already tier 3. And he's doing very well on this east side against Bandit. Despite all that pressure, blue team haven't really capped up the west side. Ogrins capping the power point. Bit of a lull in the action as red regroup. Now they are hitting west, and these sluggers need to run away. Look at the damage those zone throats do at close range. And there they go, should have gone after the zone throats. we have Tzeentch Worship, Chaos Sorcerer, very low on health. Level 4 has Icon of Tzeentch, very nice accessory. Makes him quite energy intensive though. War Truck is still alive, amazing. Now level 2 and has reinforced plating. Look at it, all of a sudden has 585 hit points. User Red by the Ogrins, taking a lot of damage from the Zone Throats though, good grief. And now Michael Tzeentch, CSM, and there's Seismic Roar, and they have to retreat. Blue team not quite being aggressive enough going after those Zone Throats, I think. Bigamo again hitting the east side, which turned blue. 218, 302, 2 to 1. And Force Commander has switched to the Chainsword and Storm Shield. Don't see it that often, but it is a very nice piece of war gear. Just seems like a waste to... Ouch, War Truck goes down. Just about to say, it's generally better to have the Force Commander as an offensive force, which is why you don't see the Chainsword and Storm Shield as much as you would, I think. And Zone Throats retreat. No, they're just moving off. Their speed is respectable nowadays. Aspiring Champion Heretic gets away. And Crippling Poison on the Nob squad. They use Frenzy but then retreat with no losses, and they have their Nob leader now. And they can level now, of course. Still level 1 though. Ogryn still level 1 too. Autark on the field for Bandit, running away. Bigamo again taking east as a Predator tank. Tactical Marines have their Sergeant but no weapon upgrade. Force Commander is level 3. Chaos Sorcerer level 4. Hive Tyrant level 4. Mekboy level 2 has been dead. Lord General level 3 has his grenade launchers. And the Warlock level 2 now has Warp Throw. Here comes the Fire Prism. Nice fire support, has 2 modes of fire, spread shot for infantry and focus shot for large targets and vehicles. Chaos Predator on the field for Edtjuh, Carnifex on the field for Dirkradix. I don't think I have ever seen Dirkradix get a Swarm Lord. Carnifex with Thornback going after this Leman Russ, and that's Tome of Subjugation by the Chaos Sorcerer on those Ogrins, and there's a Tyrant formation. Will it wipe out that Leman Russ? No, just gets away. Look at that charge, excellent play by Dirkradix. Orks absolutely decimated there. Leman Russ is still around. Has some extra armor. Taking shots at that Carnifex, which might chase it into base to finish it off. East side meanwhile, big push by blue team. God of all names helping out. Pending las cannons for the Predator. Nob squad, have they leveled yet? No. And Sizwe Bansi looking very thin, has Ogryn squad. Doesn't even have any retinue members left, and Reds are flooding the map here. 156278. And I think this is Red through and through, even with a Nob squad and pretty nice Eldar forces. I don't think they can come back against a Carnifex and double zones. And a Chaos Predator here, Michael Tzeentch. 146278. There's a Basilisk Creeping Barrage, Tome of Subjugation on the Nob squad now. Such a great piece of war gear, instantly counters a powerful unit, and you see he's bringing a Nob squad into enemy territory here. Here comes the Hive Tyrant. Seismic Roar. No, doesn't have the energy. Ogryn's forced it off. 128278, it's all over, but they have taken the east side, but look at the rest of the map. Absolutely completely red. And blue team concede. They got tier 3 first, looked pretty good, but a couple of really bad engagements seal their fate. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time.